What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Reverse 1999 video. And for today, it's time for another character guide, and this time, it's going to be Druvis III. So today, I will be sharing with you everything I know about Druvis III, her strengths and weaknesses, her playstyles, her Psycube recommendations, her best pairing on a team building, and more. Just take note that these are all based on my opinions and by my playtesting with the character, so just take it with a big grain of salt. So Druvis III is a really good control DPS character. She may not be at the top of the tier list that you see everywhere, but in my honest opinion, she is still pretty damn great. Her main strength is mass damage because of her ultimate skill is an AoE attack, and her skill 2 is also a mass attack damage, while having the utility to control the battlefield by inflicting Petrify. In my honest opinion, Petrify is one of the most powerful control debuff in the game, since once the enemies got petrified, they cannot do anything, or they are unable to act at all. Just take note that the petrification can be dispelled or broken if the target is hit by a reality damage attack. Because of this one, it is recommended to run Druvis on a mental damage-oriented team composition, or to use her Petrify as the last action of the round, so that you won't mess up the Petrify debuff, because that is one of the biggest mistake on how to use Druvis III. You use her Petrify skill at the very first action turn. You should be using that one last turn, so that you will not mess up the Petrify, because I used that one before, and I learned it the hard way. So if you want to petrify the enemy, don't use it at the very beginning. Use it at the last of the action turn. That is how you fully utilize Druvis III's petrification debuff. And also, you can get access that the petrification skill on her ultimate skill and on her skill 1 at level 2 and level 3, because her ultimate, if you target an enemy, this one will deal an AoE attack damage, right? And if there are multiple enemies, the one you targeted would be petrified. This one is best used as the last action card, so that the petrify will stay there. If you are not running any reality DPS character, then it's okay to use this one on the very first turn of the action skill bar. But if you have some if you have some reality DPS character, they might be able to break the petrification. Be wary of that one. That is the most common mistakes that players makes when using Druvis III. And then, in my honest opinion, her only weakness in why she is not at the top of the tier list is mainly because, as a 6-star character, the damage multiplier on her skill 1 and skill 2 are not that high compared to the likes of the best hitters in the game, like Centurion, Eternity. Even Charlie, a 5-star character, has higher damage multiplier on her skills compared to Druvis III. If you take a look at the damage multiplier on her skill 1, 200 up to 300% damage multiplier. Her skill 2, 120% up to 300%. While if you take a look at something like Charlie, the damage multiplier on her skill set is 180 up to 450%. And then the skill 2, 180 up to 450%. Look at those damage. The damage multiplier of Charlie is really insane for a 5-star character, and Druvis III is a 6-star character. So that is one of her weaknesses. Probably the only main weaknesses that she has is having mediocre damage multiplier on her skill set. That's my honest opinion with regards to her weaknesses. Now, let us talk about her playstyles and Psycube recommendations. There are two builds for Druvis III. Either you go for full DPS or a utility build. Note that you will sacrifice some damage in exchange for utility if you go for the utility build. So for a full DPS build, DPS-oriented Psycubes like A Brave New World is without a doubt her best in slot. Not this one. I have not bought that one yet. This one. If you're going to be building Druvis III as a full DPS character, you should be buying this one, Brave New World. This is the best in slot Psycube recommendation for Druvis III. Also, some damage Psycubes like Blasphemer of the Night is also good for Druvis III. And if you are going to be building the utility build, her second life is the best Psycube recommendation for her, because this one will make her ultimate do some healing utility, which is really nice. Because sometimes if you need some form of sustain, HP sustain, this might come handy. And yeah, this one makes Druvis III a really good utility character. Also, if you are some budget 5-star characters are recommended also if you're using a Brave New World to your other characters like Yearning Desire, the Footloose. Those are budget Psycube recommendations for Druvis III. Even her Bright Future is also really good for Druvis III if you're not using a 6-star Psycubes. And then what else? Now let us move on for Druvis III's team building. In my honest opinion, team synergy is really important when it comes to making the most of Druvis III and allow her to shine. So for a full plant type team for Druvis III, because of her Insight 3 passive synergy, if you don't know the Insight 3 passive synergy, when the caster enters battle, all plant allies enter Circle of Life status. Triggers one time. So this one has a damage heal plus 10% and leech rate plus 10%. No duration limit. So if you want to run a full plant team, in my honest opinion, these are the good characters to put in on a team with Druvis. A really good buffer like An Lee will be a good pairing for Druvis III. Then you can add in Sotheby as your dedicated healer. And then if you don't have those type of characters, then the upcoming 5-star Diggers is also a really good unit to put in a Druvis team, since he can defense break the enemies. Born Bloom will not work well with Druvis III, since Born Bloom breaks reality defense and Druvis is a mental DPS. So take note on that one, because some of you might ask, is Druvis III a good pairing with Born Bloom? The answer is no. They don't work that well. And then for a universal team not focusing on a monoplant type, Soneto is a really good character to pair with Druvis III, since she gives some buffs and some form of damage mitigation. And if you guys don't know, the Insight 1 passive, when the caster is in stats up or positive status, her damage increases by 20%. So yeah, she needs a buffer just like Soneto. Soneto is a really good, and everyone should have Soneto, right? And then for mental defense break, Baby Blue and Twin Sleep are your best bet. So those are the characters that are really good pairing with Druvis in a team building. Now for Resonance build, the balance build is recommended. I already shown you in a separate video with regards to the Resonance cheat sheet. So the balance build is recommended for Druvis III. If you can afford the Resonance level 10, then go for it, but that's really expensive. But since she is a DPS character, maybe at least level 7 Resonance is recommended, in my honest opinion. In conclusion, Druvis III is a really good character. She may not be top tier in most tier lists kit-wise, but design-wise, She is top tier waifu in my honest opinion, no doubt. She is top tier waifu. If you like her, she has her own banner up right now. And if you guys decide to summon for her, good luck and I wish you all get her. One copy is pretty good enough since dupes of Druvis III are just a luxury and not a mandatory. Well, I think that's it from me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.